All right, good evening, everybody. My name is Baso, and this is Adrian. So today we're going to do 5 exercises that if you're for knee health slash knee pain. Um, Depending on how painful it is, or even if you can do the exercise, make sure you get a clearance through your doctor to make sure it's okay for you to do these exercises. So I know there's a lot of videos out there, do this, do that. Again, it's a conjunction of different exercises, and they may be different ones that you may have to do to collaborate together or mix and match to find the right one. But with anything, stay consistent with it for 3 to 6 months. Now you can add a few more exercises with it, but just like anything, a lot of videos you see out there is a temporary relief or temporary fix. Now these 5 exercises is, once you progress, you can go into a little bit more advanced workouts, but to permanently fix knee pain or to permanently fix or permanently have knee prevention to prevent your knees from having injuries or occurring injuries, you have to work every muscle that's attached to your knee. So it's a lot more complex than just do these 5 exercises or these 10 exercises. So every ligament that's tied into your knees, you have to train those muscles too. But for the sake of the video, if you need 5 go-to exercises that'll help get you on your way to knee prevention, knee injury prevention, and knee health, I would advise starting with these first 5 exercises before you progress onto a little bit more advanced. So Adrian's going to demonstrate it. So exercise number 1 is the the heel touches. So she's going to do it for 30 seconds and I'm going to time her. Now, for the ones that's watching the video, only elevate it as start off with a low elevation. So these steps I have, we only have 1 step and then the step itself to hold, and put yourself against the wall, because if you do have weak knees or weak ankles, weak core, weak stability, you want to use the wall to brace yourself if you have to. Always safety comes first in any exercises and technique. Always start with body weight. So she's going to do both legs, but depending on which leg is hurting, you still want to strengthen both, but focus on the one that's aggravated the most. So she'll start with her left. If the left knee is hurting, you start with the left knee. And basically, she's going to go down and just touch her heel. She's not going to set her heel all the way on the ground. She's just going to barely tap it. So let's start with exercise number 1. Start with your left foot on the step. And we're going to go for 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. As you can see, she's barely touching the ground. You don't want to put any weight on that leg that's touching it. And it's called heel touch. So basically, she has her feet angled, pointed up at an angle, like 35-degree angle. Her foot is pointed up, and then she just barely tapping the ground. So instead of doing reps, do it more time. So she's gonna go for 30 seconds. So we're gonna go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're gonna do 3 sets. At that first one, you're able to do it and it didn't aggravate your knee, we're gonna go to set number 2. We're gonna add a little bit more elevation. But if you feel a little bit of tension in your knee, just do all 3 sets at that height. Now, the ultimate goal is to continue to progress and go higher and higher. The higher you go, the stronger your knees will get too, and that pain will start to alleviate. But keep in mind, don't rush the process. On an aggravation level 1 to 10, it starts hitting like a 3. I know a lot of trainers out there, there's no pain, no gain. No, it should not be any pain. A little bit of inflammation or aggravation, but nothing sharp. So set number 2, we're gonna add a little height. This time, for the sake of the video, she's gonna start with her right leg and heel touch with her left. She's gonna go for 30 seconds. So ready? Again, she's using the wall to support herself just in case, especially if you're new to this, safety comes first. You want something to be able to brace yourself. Ready? Go. Again, only go up. So if you're not sure and you added that step and you feel the aggravation level hitting like a 3 or 4, it's too high. You want to keep the aggravation like a 2 or lower. So what you want to do is lower it back down to where you're doing 1 block. And you want to do these for 30 seconds. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As you can see, Adrian did it slow and control. You can even go a little bit slower, Adrian. You want control. Again, she's up against the wall for support. So if you're not sure, feel a little wobbly, safety comes first. So use the wall for support. So set number 3, only if the aggravation is at a 2 or less. So if it's a 2 or less, you can go up. But if you did that second set and you felt that 2, don't go up to number 3. Stay at number 2. So again, there's no rush, and you want to do these exercises minimum twice a week. So if you want that knee prevention and you want that knee pain to go away, you want to do these at least twice a week. So as long as it didn't bother you, let's go up to a 3rd one. Typically, people that have bad knees usually can't go up more than 2. So, but if your knees are bad, stick to 1 or 2 and let your body tell you when you're ready to go up. Don't be like, oh, no pain, no gain. So we'll say that she didn't feel any, her aggravation levels was still like a 1. So we're gonna go up 1 more step. Now she's gonna go back to her left. Now you do wanna do, if you're just rehabilitating that one knee that's bothering you, you can do 1. If both bother you, alternate between the 1. So left and right counts as 1 set. Left and right, 2 sets. So you want to do 3 sets. So ready? Heel touches. Typically, if your knees are an aggravation like a 6 or 7 level, you won't be able to go this high. Stay at a 1, maybe at best 2. So stay at a 1. Ready? Let's go. Slow it down. And she's not using the wall, but you can use the wall for support if you feel like your ankles or your stability is not good. And also, it's best if you do this barefooted. I know Adrian got shoes. So if you're barefooted, you're more rooted to that surface and you won't feel as wobbly. So do it. If you're doing these from at home, do it without no shoes. 3, 2, 1, good. So eventually you want to get up to where at least you're up to about knee high or a little higher. So that's the goal. If you can get knee high or a little bit higher. So if I'm standing next to it, where my hand is at, that's where my knee is at. So I still have at least another 2 to 3 steps that I want to get to. And so the higher you go, if you're a little wobbly, see, I got no shoes on, it's feet, so I'm more rooted. So basically, you can use the wall for support if you need to, but basically you want to go down, barely touch, and come up. So do these exercises twice a week. So we're going to go to exercise number 2 for knee prevention, knee injury prevention, and also knee health, and also if you got knee pain. So here, Adrian going to do with the resistant band. So exercise number 1, she's going to just do with 1 leg, so you can see it, but you can use 2 bands to do these. These are resistant band. So you don't have to get really thick ones. You can start off with real light ones. And we're going to do leg extensions or quad extensions with these. So I have 3 cones set up. So basically each set she wants to go back just a little bit more. So this is cone number 1. The further you go back, the more tension it is. So we'll start with just 1 band, and then the other 2 sets she'll do with both. So if both your knees are aggravated, if you want both knees to be healthy, you can do both at the same time to save time. So as far as the first video, if you only have one knee, if you feel like your knee is a little bit inflamed, these are great to do to help decompress the knees. So these, she's going to do a timed event. Again, it's not reps. So I want her to go nice, good control movement. So agent will say for sake that her left knee is the one that's bothering her. So she's going to start with the left leg. Go ahead. And she's going to put it right behind her right behind her calf, but on the top part, but not right behind the knee, a little bit lower than the knee. So put your first shoe right. So her tip of her toes, go to that first cone. Nah, you want shoes on this one. Go back. So perfect. So you want that toe to be where that first cone. So what she's going to do, she's going to do leg extensions, nice controlled movements. She's going to go for 60 seconds, so 1 minute. So all she's going to do is lift that heel up and then extend it all the way. And what she wants to do when she brings it down, she wants to lock that knee and flex those quads. So she's going to go for 60 seconds like this. Not a speed race. So just lift that heel up, lock it out. Lift that heel up, lock it out. All right, let's go. 60 seconds. So as she's setting that leg down, she wants full extension. So lock those. It's not often I tell people to lock their knees on any exercise, but since this is a decompression, it's a good quad burner, but it also helps decompress that knee. So she's going to go for 60 seconds nonstop, slow and control. And when you first start doing this, you don't want too much tension on the knees. So right now, this will be considered a light. Then she's going to move back to about a medium tension. And then the third set, she's going to a heavy extension. So if you're new to this, depending on how bad your knees are inflamed, you may want to start with a light tension on your calves. All right, good. So that was set number 1. So set number 2, she's going to put both bands behind her knees. Go ahead. Both right and left. You're going to do one each. No, each individual leg. So take one band and pull behind each calf. Nope, each calf. We're going to do both legs at the same time. So to save on time, it's nothing wrong with doing both knees at the same time. Helps decompress the knees. So she's going to go to the medium tension, which is that second cone. So this time, I know this is called more, when you do both legs, it's called an elephant walk. So basically what she's going to do is bend the knees and then extend it all the way out and lock it out. So she's going to do it for 1 minute. Ready? Go. Yep, bend your knees. So you're not squatting. Just bend your knees. Yep, and lock it out nonstop. So she's going to do this for 60 seconds. But when she locks it out, tighten those quads. So basically she's flexing it. So when she come up, flex. Flex. So she's going to go for 60 seconds. This is exercise number 2. We're going to actually do 3 sets. So that way you can see it. If you're pressed for time and you just want to decompress that one knee that's giving you a little bit of aggravation, you just put that one band behind that one knee that's actually aggravating. These are also good for warm-up exercises, like before you start the day to get up and do it. You can do a couple minutes of it before you start the day. Help to get some circulation in your quads, hamstrings. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. So she's going to do another one. Again, If you're new to this, stay at and the band doesn't have to be this thick. It can be a little bit thinner band. Just make sure it's behind your calves, but not right behind your knees. Just put enough tension where you feel it. Again, if you're new to it, it's progressive overload. Let's go up, put a little bit more tension, and then keep going to where you feel more and more tension. So start off light. So third set, let's go to the heavy. Again, the further we got this resistant band ankle, anchored down to a bench with some weights on it, so that way it doesn't pull. Yep, both. So now she's at cone number 3. So that's a lot more tension on it. Ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Good. Bend the knees a little bit more. There you go, full extension. Lock those quads out. Flex them, good. So this is exercise number 2, set number 3. Do 3 sets. So the first exercise, we just did it for 30 seconds. Those are really hard to do, especially because it involves balance and coordination. So start off with just 30 seconds nonstop on both 3 sets on both legs, or just one, the one that's aggravating. If both knees aggravating, do both. Remember, 3 sets of 30. Exercise number 2, we're actually doing 3 sets of 1 minute. So we're doing both resistant bands behind the knees, right below the kneecap, right on the calf. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. So that was exercise number 2. So exercise number 3 is we're gonna do seated box squats. So typically the height of the bench is usually, or a chair, slightly below your knee. When you have bad knees, you want to go higher than your kneecap. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Start off with 11 of these. So if your knee aggravation is at a 6 or 7, start with 11 of these, depending on how tall you are too. So if you're around 5'5" to about 5'8", start with about 11 of these. So take off your shoes, Adrian. So exercise number 3, single leg box squats. As you can see, I'm not very low. Typically, when people have bad knees, they're not going to be able to squat low. So stay within your parameters, stay within your range. Go as high as you can starting off. So what she's going to do, she's going to give me single leg box squats. She's going to give me 10 on each leg. Even though it only be 1 aggravated, this is great to strengthen both knees too. So she's going to give me 10 box squats. All right, go ahead, Adrian. We're going to do 3 sets. Yeah, you can start with the left, and then we're going to do both back-to-back 10. So you see how she doing? You can go ahead, 10 on each leg. So yes, that's very high for her. But again, when you have bad knees, or you got arthritis in your knees, start off higher. Now, if you got good knees, but you just want to prevent from having knee injuries or knee pain or any kind of knee aggravation, you want to start lower. So she's going to do 10 on each leg and go to the other leg. Do these without tennis shoes because you want to be grounded to the floor or the ground or the surface. When you have tennis shoes, you have a lot of cushion and it's angled up like this. It's going to throw your balance off more. So it's best to do it without no shoes. So she's going to do 10 on each leg, and then we're going to lower it. Now, you're going to do 3 sets of 10, only lower it as long as it doesn't aggravate your knees. So again, how far to go, how much aggravation. So on the scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the worst aggravation, only go down low enough to where the aggravation stays at a 2. When you start hitting a 3 or 4, it's going to bother you for the rest of the week. And we don't want that because, again, you want to do these twice a week. So we'll move down one more. So if that was fine. We'll take one off. We'll do 10 on each leg. All right, set number 2. So actually number 3, we'll go a little lower, let you know how good her knee health is. Do 10 on each leg. So there's no rush. You want to do 10 on each leg. If it takes you a little while, it's okay. You're trying to better yourself and improve your lifestyle and livelihood. Single leg box squats benefit you many different ways. A lot of people focus on 2 legs all the time, but when you step or walk, or when you step up or you walk, or when you go to turn, you're pivoting on 1 leg. So you're trying to focus on 2 legs. Not often are you always on 2 legs. When you walk, you're only balancing on 1 leg, or when you go to turn, you're only on 1 leg. So strengthen that 1 leg and stop focusing on trying to strengthen both legs, especially if one knee is bothered more than the other. You ain't doing nothing but hindering the weak leg, and you put too much tension on the strong leg. So set number 3, this is just to show you. Now you don't want to go this low, but the goal is to get this low. So we're going to take a bunch of these off. So we'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're only going to do 5, so you can see how low. And see, 5 is below my knees. So my knees are here and here. So that's about 6 inches below what the normal bench will be. So let's do 10 each. See how easy she do that?
Yeah. It's my coach.
That's good knee health, knee prevention, ankle mobility, core. It's working everything. So that's how you want to get, but take your time. It may take you 3 months, may take you 6, may take you 9 months, may take you a year, may take you 2 years. It doesn't matter how long it takes, as long as you get to where you're not feeling pain, any arthritis, knee prevention, making your knees stronger. That's the goal. Remember, this is your life. It's no rush, but you do want to stay consistent with these exercises twice a week. So this is exercise number 3. So again, we're doing 5 exercises. So just in case if you want to follow along, normally we do shorts, but this is a whole long video so you can actually see what to do through the whole process. So she actually did 3 sets. The only one we didn't do complete 3 set was when the heel touchdowns. So good job getting low. So that was exercise number 3. So exercise number 4, we're gonna do the hip abductions. So part of what supports your back, your knees, your walk is the abductors. A lot of people don't do enough with the abductors, but they're very important to do. So let me set up for the next one. All right, exercise number 4, the hip abduction. So you can use a resistant band and an ankle strap. What she's gonna do, she's gonna do 30 seconds nonstop. Ready? Put your left leg out further. And this, yep, you just want enough tension where it's light and you can feel it. You should be feeling all in your abductors. Now, if the side of your knee is starting to bother a little bit, don't put as much tension. Remember, you want to keep the inflammation to about a 2 or less. Ready? Let's go. So, nope, no holds, just nonstop 30. Slow and control. So you see how she's doing it? She got the ankle strap on her ankle. We got the resistant band anchored to some weights so it doesn't move. And she's just working her abductor. So this is exercise number 4. Very important for knee health, back health, overall health. So You don't see a lot of people doing it, but this is one of my go-to exercises to help support your balance, support your knees. All right, good job, rest. So switch it to the other ankle, you'll lay the other direction. So basically, there's no rest. So when one leg is doing the 30 seconds nonstop, switch to the other leg and then go to the other leg. No, so there's no rest. Rest is when the other leg is not doing anything. That's your rest. Ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. So as you see, she lifted her leg up. It's not touching the ground. She's not dragging it. She's keeping it floated and suspended in the air, and she's going back and forth. She's not going super fast. Nice control. Not super fast, control. So this is exercise number 4. Remember, we got one more exercise. You want to do 3 sets each. Very important exercises to do, especially if you want to start improving your knee prevention, start helping to help your knee pain. These are exercises to do. Oh, good. All right. We'll just do one each, but you get that was 1 set, so you get the gist of it. So we'll go one more exercise. So again, 1 on each side is 1 set. You want to do 3. If you want to increase the tension, all you do is scoot further away from what you got, further away from where you got it anchored. So with resistance band is variable tension. So the further you go or the more you pull it, the more tension it has. So move further away if you want more tension. So the last exercise we're going to do. So this is exercise number 3. We got a resistant band, and it's anchored to the bench, which we got some weights, and then I'm sitting on the bench too. So when you have knees that got aggravation or knee pain, you don't want to walk forward or go jogging. It's going to cause it to inflame or make it worse. So exercise number 5, she's going to walk backwards as far as she can go, slow, and then she's going to go back forward. So walking backwards is great, especially if you got knee pain or knee issues. So you can do these. So we're going to start with number 5. She's going to go for 1 minute nonstop. She's going to walk slow. There's a lot of tension on this band. You don't have to have this much tension, but you do want some tension. Ready? Let's go. 1 minute. Walk backwards as far as you can go. Keep going. Ooh, she's strong. All right. You nervous? Nah, this band ain't gonna break. All right. Right there. Go back. Keep nonstop. 1 minute. So resistant band, and she's walking backwards. Backwards, real effective when it comes to aggravating your knees. You control the tempo. All right. Keep the tension. So when you're doing this, don't come too far forward where the tension comes off the band. Keep the tension on the band. And walking backwards help also to help protect your knees and strengthen your knees. This is an excellent glute, hamstring, quad, and calf workout as well. Typically when you walk forward, you won't burn as much or engage as much muscles as you do in walking backwards. All right, rest. So you felt that everywhere, huh?
Yes.
So see, these can be done at home, or you can do them in the gym with resistant bands. So if you're at a gym and you don't have a sled, you can use a resistant band, and you can double them up. We actually got two resistant bands tied up together. So if I want her to go a little bit further, I'll tie 3. So if you don't have a team or a partner to do this, you can do it on your own. So let's go. We'll do another one. Set number 2, we'll go actually do for 2 minutes on this one. Ready? Go. Make sure your surface is solid. You're not going to slide. So you don't want to do this on a hardwood floor or anything like that. If you do, make sure you got good traction with your shoes and your hard floor is not slippery. Same thing with your carpet. You can actually anchor this to like wrap it around a tree and go outside and walk on the pavement or asphalt to do this, or tie around one of those light poles to do it. You're gonna go for 20 minutes? I mean, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. This is set number 2. It's burning. You like this one?
Yes. I like the cardio methods.
Mm-hmm.
It's like tire pull.
Yes. So if you have access to a treadmill, do the incline and walk backwards on the treadmill. Great for your knees. If you don't have a treadmill, you can have somebody walk along with you and they can walk forward and hold on to your hand. You can walk backwards. Or you can do this. Exercise number 5, use a resistance band. And we're doing increments of 1 minute, 2 minutes, and the third set we'll do 3 minutes. But for the sake for the video, we're only doing 2 sets for this one. 30 seconds left. See how strong she is? These are 100-pound resistant bands. Let's get one more in. All right, good job. All right, so these are my 5 exercises to start with that'll help you on that journey to prevent knee injuries or knee pain. But if you do have knee pain, these are the 5 go-to exercises. Now, as you progress, you can see that you can progress all these 5 exercises. There's ways of progressing, so you're not stagnant with one height or one weight. You can continue to progress and get harder and harder. So once you master this and stay consistent for about 6 months to a year or 2 years, typically if you stay consistent with this for about twice a week, you'll see improvement in your knees as far as the strength, as far as the knee pain. You'll see improvement within within 6 to 8 sessions of this. So if you're doing 2 sessions a week, by the time you get to that 8th session or 6th session, you should feel an improvement. But the key is staying consistent. So twice a week, do these. And then when you progress, you get to a point where you're doing box squats as low as Adrian, or going with these 100-pound bands all the way to the end of the garage door. Yes, it's time to elevate to something else. Or if you plateau to it, then yes, it's time to move into other exercises. A little bit more advanced, but go into more exercises. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Adrian. Those are our 5 exercises. So check them out. Let me know what you think. Y'all have a good night. Bye.